Hello everybody, welcome to Bonus Action. Before we get started with the episode, wanted to give another shout out to our incredible sponsors, Darrington Press, makers of DAGGERHEART, but also, what's this? Candela Obscura. Yes, another TTRPG that they make that you can pick up in their store right now. If you go to the link in the description, you can order your own copy of Candela Obscura, of DAGGERHEART, or anything else in the store. And as a thank you from Darrington Press to all of you viewers at home, there's a promo code that you can use. It is Bonus Action, and you can get 15% off your order. Go check them out. Thank you, Darrington Press. And thank you all watching at home. Now, on with the show. Hail and well met, everybody, and welcome back to Bonus Action. I am your friendly neighborhood campaign manager, David Armstrong, and this is the show where friends don't let friends adventure alone. Joining me at the table, once again, the cast of Bonus Action. Welcome back, friends. When we last...
We're friends.
We're friends.
I'm friend.
I'm friend. These are the friends who don't let me adventure alone. Because if it was, it would quite literally be just me sitting in a room by myself, probably in that weird basement, and we just listening to my
echoes
own.
would help then.
Just listening to my own echoes. As long as I don't have to listen to the voices in my head. Anyway, when we last left off, you were all heading out. You were out on the road. You were accompanied by a new internet agent / escort, Aries Balboa, who is joining you on the road. You all upgraded your equipment. You're all level 3. And a few of you, or maybe all of you, but at least 2 of you voiced the fact that these 8 lost years have changed you somewhat. And your experiences now in the wider world of Wild Country have altered your behaviors and your character significantly, subtly, maybe even in ways you don't even realize yet. But as we join our characters on the road, is there anything that you imagine they would be discussing on the way? Aries is playing guitar lightly at the front. On the road again.
I do have a question. Before we left, I would have asked Kai about Lionel Springhollow. Meant to do that. What is his status?
We can flashback.
No, wait,
it's very simple.
just
No. I meant we can flashback, but it was a very simple answer. Kai tells you that they attempted to basically scry and keep track of Lionel Springhollow. The children initially a bunch of the children were either taken to the Miracle, which is northern Cephalar, or they were taken to Jor, the same place that you are all headed, just based on accommodation.
Mm-hmm.
Lionel Springhollow disappeared after that, and Kai explains one of the very difficult things about, or one of the limiting things about wizarding magic schools. It's hard to track a fellow illusionist. And so Lionel deals likewise in obscurity and obfuscation, and he's simply lived a lot longer than Kai.
Yeah.
So Kai just sort of a little burdened and a little like, you can tell it's kind of the burning like one regret that she has, and she's like, yeah, can't find him yet. Can't find him yet, but we will. Tracking him down. I feel like we're closing in. We're closing in on him. But yeah, so yeah, you're thinking about that as you're like, Rory, you're looking at Todd, the voice of Lionel Springhollow, this like vacant voice, like, oh yes, little Rory. Bye. But
For now.
Yeah, and you can imagine him kind of traipsing around Wild Country somewhere, various illusions, arcane shields protecting him. But yeah, whereabouts unknown.
All right, very good.
I guess, as we're about an hour out from the internet, I guess, Victor would start up. It's like, okay, I guess now would be, let me tell you about the sword, you guys. I know you guys had a lot of questions. I didn't feel comfortable talking about it in front of everybody. Only Rory knows this story, and I want to tell you the rest. I will tell you the rest of you guys. I don't exactly know what's going on. The sword is... I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's the sword, but something about my connection to it is special, I think. It seems like. Not that I've had a whole lot of time, or we've had a lot of time to look into it. But, Brick, you know how you enchanted the hammer to come to you with a word?
Unt! And just from my belt. Just up. Oh, yeah. It's pretty cool.
I can do that with the sword, but I don't need to say anything.
Oh.
It just, when I want it to, the sword just appear, and it's just like it was on my back, and then it's in my hand.
You see it disappear off of his back. It doesn't fly the same way that Labor's melody does to you. It disappears off his back and reappears in his hand, similarly to how you all disappeared into that ethereal plane.
I think Brick flicks his goggles down and it's just like, I want, that's cooler than mine. That's fun.
Yeah, the thing is that when this ability presented itself to me, you guys know my history, with Kasha hunting me and me being out on my own for half my life. And there was a bounty on my head. And people wanted the bounty. And so it wasn't just Kasha after me. I was in a lot of fights for my life through those 10 years. And the only reason that I was able to survive was the fact that I had this trick up my sleeve. The first time this happened, I was moments away from death. Like, this guy had me. And the sword was, at the time, was still too heavy for me to really wield like I do now, because I was 13, and I didn't have the strength yet.
How much mass did you have?
That is a good
The
question.
mass of an underfed 13-year-old.
Okay.
So not a lot.
Not a ton.
Not even average.
Yeah, below average.
Thanks, guys.
Well, you made up for it.
I did. But
You had like 2 13-year-olds onto you. Like, you're like 3 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It is, yes. Thankfully it worked out. But I was able to... The guy was about to kill me. And I just knew if I had the sword in my hand, I would be able to win. And I just had my hand out. And all of a sudden, the sword materialized in my hand and through this guy. So everyone who knows that I can do this is dead, and it's the secret has kept me alive. So that's why I did not want anyone to know that I had this one, because I've never, back when I was with my dad, like, no one, not that I didn't have the sword at the time, but this was something that people have enchanted their hammer or their weapons to come to them. I've seen soul-bound weapons before, but no one's been able to do something that I can do. So I didn't want anyone knowing that I could do this.
Do you know where we went?
I have no idea. That was not something connected to the sword that I'm aware of. It seemed like something that the internet did to like keep our weapons safe. So I'm not sure, but
Can you
that
go there
nothing
again if you need to?
No. That was not like sword space. That was
Victor's dream house?
No. It's just that
Fortress of Victor 2?
You know what? These are all great names. I've never thought about this.
Honestly, I kind of thought we went to hell. I was
Victor
really
said,
upset about it.
Was that an internet setup place, or was that related to the sword?
It was in the internet hacking of something inherent to a property of Victor's relationship with the sword.
Oh.
That's fun.
That's
And so yeah, because
I love how sometimes, as a GM, I have to sort of talk around things like a lawyer. Let me be clear,
careful,
and then
Councilman.
totally not something clear. Let me be clear about what just happened. It's this that's sort of this that's not this that's also this.
let me be
Thank you. Yeah. Let me be vague.
It's just a point. Todd is listening to all this intently, but under his breath he's going, cinnamon roll.
You want a cinnamon roll?
Oh my god, it worked! Yes, please.
every season we latch onto a new food.
I mean, I don't think it was. I don't know. The sword seems special. I don't know why, how, but there's something about me and the sword that seems extraordinary. I don't think that whatever we were, it seems to connect it to it. But when we were in prison, and for the first time in, I guess, almost half my life, the sword, I can always feel it. I don't know if anyone else has this, maybe with the hammer or something, or the
No,
torch.
not with the hammer, but with these guys.
Yeah, like there's just, even when I'm not, like when we had the boat race.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember, I didn't have the sword. I didn't bring it because I didn't.
Oh, that's right.
Because I didn't think it was proper to have it as a fancy thing.
It did seem different.
But I knew, because I knew I could just have it at any time. Because it's always, I just know it's there.
You could have had your sword that whole time?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but I thought it was a good exercise to try it without it. And you handled it.
Also,
so well. Yeah,
Todd
it was-
really
it was
just
great.
absolutely raffle stomped that rock giant. It was
That was a pretty fun.
I wasn't there, but I heard about it. There was some really exciting.
it was pretty fun.
Then you brought me over and we had shrimp.
Yeah, we did fireworks and shrimp.
Yeah.
The big question is, Victor, are you safe?
Well, I think so. I mean, now that you guys are all in the same boat as me, like I was. The reason why I wanted you guys at arm's length at the beginning was because I was wanted, and well, now we're all wanted. So like, kind of, welcome to my world, guys. Like this is nothing new to me.
Well,
But-
I mean, Marlon is the most wanted.
Yeah, I was
that's-
gonna
that's-
say
yeah, that's
me
true,
the
yeah.
most wanted of all.
No surprise there.
Nope.
Pew pew.
You may be wanted, but you are wanted here.
Aw.
Thanks,
Another
Todd.
cinnamon roll.
The point being that when we were in prison and I did not have that connection, that I missed it, because the sword was my only companion for 10 years. And I started thinking about like what I could do with it, because we had time to think. And I started imagining like, wait a second, if I can have the sword come to me, what if I could go to the sword? I thought, if that was possible, I could just get out of prison. It didn't work, obviously, but the idea struck, and I've been wanting to try it, and apparently Kai knew something as well.
If I recall correctly, there was nothing initially you knew inherently magical about the sword. Have you ever tried to connect to anything else in the same way?
No?
I don't know. Between what we know about you
I'm
and
sorry.
Her hands over her axe.
I just mean between what we know about you and being in that book and Egg Baby and light beams and all that, this might just be a you thing.
You are special, Victor.
You are.
You want to try it with my axe?
I mean, I could, but I don't really, and you don't really need the axe. At
Okay.
any point. I mean, you're strong enough as it is.
But I like my axe.
Oh, sure. But
Could you teach me how to summon it into my hand, maybe?
I don't know how I do it.
Okay.
Could you do it with a mundane thing? Like Todd picks up like a coconut on the side of the road or something from a tree.
Oh, I like this game. I like
hand
this
it to
game.
him.
Summon coconut. Summon coconut.
For clarification,
we're underground.
you're underground.
Yeah, I said what I said.
Subterranean
just a rock.
coconuts.
It's
Yeah.
subterranean
boulder.
coconut. Yeah, subterranean coconut.
Cave
those-
coconut. Cave coconut.
Those
We'll
albino
know where it
coconuts.
came from.
I think it's a coconut, when it could be whatever it is. I'm like, try it with this coconut,
Todd's
and it's
still
just
in the
like
dream.
dinosaur dung or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
It's this trilobite that's
Or like-
upside down.
Or
You
like,
picked
right,
up.
like dragon dung or something.
Yeah.
I think we have a better use of my time than trying to do that while we walk, but
Well, it's
Come
practice. I mean,
Come on,
I mean,
Big Jack.
then you'll find out if it's a you thing
Hey,
or
Ares,
an it thing.
What's up?
you're well versed in lore. Does this sound like anything you've ever heard of?
Summoning a sword or summoning someone to a sword?
Yeah, like, out of thin air.
I've heard that it's possible. Absolutely. But, anything's possible.
Okay.
I will say it
Barbie starts trying to summon her sword.
as you're already holding it.
Whoa! John's amazed. Whoa!
I will say you're probably right, actually. It tends to be something inherent to a caster, not to an item. As good as the item might be, that sword's freaking cool. But yeah,
See, I told
Because-
you you're special.
because if somebody had put it on the sword, that property would have only been for them. But if Victor was able to do it, I think that's an inherent to you, sir.
okay. Well, I mean, don't tell anybody.
We don't know anybody else, but
No, let's talk about the new guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
oops.
Yeah, keep that
Ooh.
to
Oh.
yourself.
Well, I didn't say your name, but I mean, you're all kind of a big deal. I am a bard of lore, so literally this is the kind of stuff we all always talk about.
That's fair.
The man,
Can we make him sign something? Can he like sign a
The
thing
cup.
where he
The
can't
cup, yeah.
can't talk about us?
so,
least not
you
now.
want me to sign an NDA?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
yeah.
kind of.
Actually, yeah.
These are all private conversations.
Oh,
You
sure.
can't
I mean,
just-
yeah.
This is
Oh, yeah.
canon now.
Oh, if
Starlight is a notary public. So
Starlight comes out of Labor's Melody, and she has these like half moon horn rimmed glasses and like a clipboard and like a little Rolodex. She goes, "Yeah, right, sure. I'll make them sign whatever you need, Mr. Warmhearth."
Is she a starnographer?
200
Goodbye.
200 words per minute.
Yeah, that's a lot of words.
That is a lot of words.
Yeah, sign
Do you
this.
own all of them?
yeah, I think Rory can
Yeah,
probably
I
look
own
at
a
the
few.
paperwork.
Yeah.
Take a look at it. Like,
I don't-
Yeah,
I don't
I
quite
mean,
feel
I'm
comfortable.
happy
That
to
one?
I'm happy
That
to
one?
sign anything, but
I
you
wanna own that
you
one,
The internet has its own,
Save up
clauses, and you got to sign stuff when you.
this is off the record. It's off the record. But I'm just letting you know. I mean, your reputations precede you at this point.
Okay.
But we should still sign a non-disappearing stuff agreement, I think, for sure. Because it's probably safest for all of us
Mhm.
if we sign
Mhm.
something.
I don't know what that is.
Can you tell us where we're going?
Yes, absolutely. Well, we're heading through the Velum Terra, and that's these underground networks. It's kind of worked all together. It's like it's merged a bunch of different things, but I think Kai explained some of it. Some of them are the old dwarven mineways.
Sure.
Some of them, if we have to go down deeper, they'll probably be like the pelagic caverns. So they used to be underwater, and then over time, water drained, life went more to the surface. So we might have to, hopefully, I hope we don't have to do any swimming. We could probably avoid those caverns. And then some of them are going to be the burrow tunnels,
Okay, great.
but maybe we can avoid those too. If the mineways can take us most of the ways there, we should be fine.
I understand now. I thought, earlier when they were explaining it, I thought maybe we were gonna have to pick, but we are doing all three.
You are doing all three, yeah.
All right. That
Or
makes more
hopefully
sense now.
hopefully not doing two of the three.
Yes, I will.
Best we can do to avoid them.
Is there any sort of danger that you know of?
Oh
any
yeah,
other
so much.
too?
Yeah,
Can
it's
you
crazy amount.
prepare us? Is there anything
Sure.
you know for sure we're going to have to face?
For sure. Well, I mean, probably the most likely thing are, those, walls Yeah? Okay, cool.
Familiar, yeah.
Familiar with walls.
Sometimes they become animated and people sort of forget that they were brought to life. And so in order for them to continue living, these walls sort of head underground and sort of merge with the rock formations that are here. So that might be probably the most prevalent thing. And then
Just walls? We're gonna fight walls?
or just be careful. Just like don't just be aware.
How do we know what's a good wall and a bad wall?
That's a good question.
Yeah. mean,
Well, because the bad walls are gonna attack you. Yeah.
Can we
Are you
just-
asking like preemptively?
Should we just
like,
preemptively attack the walls?
Barbie
Well,
swings her axe.
Well, no. I don't know about that. I mean, I unless you want to provoke every single fight.
Are there such things as wonder walls?
Yes. Do you want me to play it?
Yay!
And he says, yeah. I mean, I would just be careful.
All right.
Nobody lean
It's good
against walls.
information.
No leaning against walls.
No leaning
wall
against
leaning.
walls.
No matter how cool it looks.
Yeah, exactly. No leaning against walls. When we do take a break, probably when we have to, because it's going to take us a few days, we'll have to camp at some point. We'll find a clearing and we want to make sure we're kind of in the middle as much as possible.
All right.
And let's see. I mean, the goblins are pretty harmless, so they probably will leave us mostly alone.
They like me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They like you?
Yeah, they like me.
Yeah, we had a
Yeah.
party.
Yeah, we hung out with
party.
some.
Ares looks around at the rest of you, absolutely wide-eyed, and is like, he's even cooler than I heard.
Right?
Oh yeah,
This
Yeah.
is crazy.
it's true.
I know.
The goblins like him? They don't like anybody.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't, they should mostly leave us alone. And then again, probably the mineways. I mean, there's been talk of the primordial oozes. Have you ever heard of those? Okay. Well, they're a little scary because they're a little translucent and they kind of sweep through old caverns and caves and suck things into them. Then basically they're like a big like shambling mound of digestive acids. So whatever they sort of capture in them, they just kind of break down and digest over a long period of time. Kind of not totally, they're not the smartest things in the thing. So, yeah. But best to avoid that too.
Can you
Just
fight 'em?
Just be a little careful. Yeah, you can fight them. You can fight anything.
Poke it with a sharp thing. and
If you can
kill
punch it, you can fight it.
it. Yeah.
Mr. Balboa, I don't mean to be rude, but
Uh-oh.
if we get into a scrape, what do you do exactly?
Oh, and he plays a guitar chord on the guitar that he's holding, and you see like these music notes appear, like arcane music notes appear, and then they sort of just turn into these blades and fly out into the distance, and then they dissipate. You know,
I rescind the question. That was rad as hell.
Metal.
Thank you so
Wow.
much.
You're
Thank
a
you so
guitar
much.
hero.
That was a G sharp.
Oh,
Oh, good.
Thank
And
you.
he can pun. Todd, you're gonna like this
We're
guy.
in trouble.
Thank you.
no,
Thank
we're
you.
in the Pelagic Cavern, or the
I guess.
Vellum
That was nothing but a G
Terrea.
It's an honor to get assigned to help you all, honestly. Was the Cosmic Hollow? I've never been. Was it everything that you sort of hoped it would be? I always hear it's really exciting. I hear really cool stories.
We didn't like it very much.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, there were some cool things, but yeah, surprise 8 years was a bit of a gut punch.
Yeah,
Very
that's
aesthetically nice,
Uh-huh.
but
Yes. Oh yeah.
the-
And really,
always
very
vibes. Always good
Vibes,
vibes.
A lot
yeah.
of vibes.
Barbie really came into her own out there. It's
True,
actually kind
that's
of cool to
true,
watch.
True.
But
I hear you. Yeah, I hear you have some connection to the sisters.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah. it's
I think
good.
that's exciting. But it feels like you went through some stuff. You don't have to talk about it, but
No, you're right. It's very, and It was important that we did it. But there were,
Yeah.
we're dealing with the blowback. Have
Yeah.
you?
I think the first time, sorry,
I was gonna say, have you, Mr. Bubble, have you ever heard of a Watcher of the Wilds?
no, I've never heard of that title, but that's.
That's me. Hi.
Oh,
So you
Wow.
might be the first.
Oh.
wow. That's pretty
didn't know.
cool. It's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, the sisters have had champions in the past. A couple of them are in prehistory, but yeah, that specific title hasn't existed before. I was going to say also, you mentioned the 8 years. That unfortunately, I think. I mean, I don't want to point any fingers, but the queen of the Cosmic Hollow, the queen of the Summer Court, the Court of Seasons, Queen Titania, she doesn't. You all didn't visit the court, right? I think you went straight on your mission or whatever.
We didn't encounter.
Yeah, she's a little vindictive about people not paying proper respects in the Hollow, and tends to. That's a punishment. Did no one tell you that?
No.
I
No.
remember.
Should we send like a fruit basket or something?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I mean,
That would have been, we could have just done that, and then we wouldn't have lost all the time.
yeah,
Oh.
maybe. I mean, yeah,
Well-
maybe.
Is that how common is that knowledge?
I mean, I hate to brag, but you'd probably have to go to a bard to find that kind of knowledge.
So maybe my dad didn't know.
And Alistair.
Alistair knows a lot.
I would think
Yeah,
Alistair
I
would
would-
know.
He
Do you
probably
think he withheld
would've-
it?
I don't mean to be that guy right now, but Alistair is a problem for later, I think.
Yeah.
We've got a lot ahead of us.
Right. We
I
gotta
don't-
just forge ahead and fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's something you'd necessarily want, but I will say, because you've done that once, you wouldn't lose time again. You're marked as realm walkers now. You can come and go in the Cosmic Hollow as you please. It would probably benefit you next time you're there to bring something to the Queen. I don't know if she would be willing to give you those years back, but that's always possible. And I also don't know if that's something that you would necessarily even want. Not to be dismissive of the time lost, but sometimes shit happens. And the best we can do is be the best that we can be now. For what it's worth.
Amen to that, brother.
Yeah.
Just gotta go forward.
Okay.
You want to sing
let's-
Wonderwall?
Sure.
Let's party.
Can I spend a hope to actually make you sing? Yeah.
After
Say it.
Todd's eyes
You're
just
my
start swirling.
wonderwall. Can you split the what?
I was gonna spend hope to make you sing.
Save your hope, I'll sing anytime.
Yay.
The bard sings Wonderwall, and then he also and then at some point he switches over and starts singing an original song about the Watcher of the Wild as it becomes like this like inspiration. It's like the Watcher of the Wild, like kind of a sea shanty sort of tune. And you continue on.
I slip him some gold and ask him to compose something like cartoon intro for Tots Tots.
Oh, Todd's Tots. Yes. Okay. Yes. you immediately see him like just futzing around with the key. Yeah, it's great. He plays this little cartoon intro. It's a little. What were we talking about off camp? The Animaniacs.
Yeah, sure, yeah, exactly.
It's time. It's time to get lost with Tots.
As we're
brilliant.
continuing to walk, I think
Yeah.
Brick pulls up next to Marlon and it's just I sent Torch around the building, mostly so I could talk to Starlight, but I just kind of wanted to get the lay of the land. And he said that you were meditating for like a long time. He said Barbie was also kind of snoring next to you, which I'm not. That's another conversation, but he said you seemed at peace, but also, I don't know. I'm just making sure everything's okay.
Yeah, everything's good. Can I tell you something?
Yes, of course.
Okay. I wasn't there.
Okay.
I wasn't. My body was there,
Yes.
but I wasn't there.
Where were you?
My soul left my body, and I went into another plane of existence. This sounds insane.
It sounds really cool.
I went into another plane.
Cool.
Ares switches. He can't hear your conversation, but you just hear him kind of serendipitously switch to free falling.
These are great songs.
I was
You should
thinking,
write these
where
all down.
soul meets body.
Sing them well, but not well enough that they trip copyright. Please and thank you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. free falling.
Yes.
It's gotta add that cursive.
This guy's great.
I know, he's very good.
So glad he decided to come. Yes, my body was there, but my soul, I astral projected
Wow.
onto another plane. And I went back to the temple,
Oh, really?
yes, and Master Larkspur.
You got in?
Yeah, it was open.
Wow.
My old master, Master Larkspur, who was dead, but his soul was alive, but he had like a really weird sense of humor about it. He kept joking about how like the sucker died, but he's also the sucker.
Well, I mean, if his soul is free, like I kind of get it. He's kind of othering in a way that might not be healthy, but
Yes. Yeah.
or is it? I'm not sure.
I guess, yeah, he was literally dissociated. I
Yeah.
guess that's what it was. I was outside of my
Kind
body.
of shot the moon on a dissociate a little bit.
Yes. And I was outside of my body, and I get to the temple, and the temple is open. I haven't been able to get in, and the temple was open, and there he was sitting there smiling, and he was explaining to me.
Was it nice to see you?
It was amazing to see him.
That's
It
wonderful.
was so nice to see him. It felt like home to see him. And before we trained, he told me that there will be a time where I'm going to have to make a choice. And I know we have our mission, but he was saying that the choice that I have to make will seem like it's off mission or seem like a tangent, but I have to do it.
Okay.
And I'm telling you this right now because I need someone else to help convince the group that this is the right thing to do. I promise this really happened, and I promise this means a lot to me, and I promise I have to do this. And to be honest, if no one comes with me, I will go by myself. I have to do this.
Yes. I believe you, first of all. Just, don't astral project and peep on people. Don't be a creeper about it.
I can't make any promises, but it is a really cool thing.
It is actually, yeah, it's pretty neat.
So I'm going to do it.
But also, yeah, maybe don't disassociate that you're okay with your regular body dying.
Yeah, no,
Maybe
that
not-
was.
that was a lot.
I think he'd been astral. I think his soul had been gone for a long time, and that was.
You just hear distant laughter on the wind.
He's just a little lost in the sauce out there,
Yeah.
and that's fine.
He's got a lot of dip on his chin.
Is it sauce? Are we all sauce?
The cosmic sauce.
Yes.
Cosmic sauce.
Too late to therapize about it now. I'm already separated from my body.
The condiment of the stars.
That's great.
The Soulville level.
Oh.
Solvent level.
Bronwyn,
Burn.
I will say, I understand that you have been lost from your people, and I understand that we have become your people in substitute of that. But I know I know you are with us. You are family with us, but I understand that there is a certain aspect of their family, and I understand you're going to need to do what you need to do in order to take care of that. And I can convince the group. I will do my best.
Thank you. And I don't know when it's gonna come up. I tried to ask for more detail from Master Larkspur. It's a little loopy. And he just said that there's gonna be an obvious choice, and I'll have to make the choice that's right for me, and I have to convince everyone. He also said that whatever we find when I make this choice will be good for the group, and we'll need it for whatever we face in the future.
Of course. I understand hard decisions, Marlon. I do. But I also understand that there are consequences for hard decisions. So, I will do my best to back your play, but I would be lying if this doesn't make me very nervous.
Absolutely. And I completely understand that. When I had that conversation with him, I knew immediately this wasn't going to be an easy thing to tell people or to talk about with people or to convince people to do. I know it's sticking your neck out for something that seems like it might just be only benefiting one person in the group, but it is something I have to do, and I think it will also make me better for the group as a whole.
I fully understand. I mean, I threatened an intern that I would burn her whole house down.
You did. It was crazy.
So, like, I understand doing what you need to do, but feel bad about that a little.
No, don't
feel bad. You know,
yeah.
It's wild times.
Yeah. They get it.
Just know we have your back, Marlon, but understand we have a lot of very strong-willed people in this group. And so, we may not come to your aid immediately. It might take some of us a little time to come around to it, but I think this will bend towards us being together. This doesn't feel like an accident. So, even if we are together to help you realize what you really are, that's enough for me. But I think with the sword and with the Feywild, and Rory told Todd, I feel like a jerk. It's like I also knew, but I didn't say anything, and then but I told you at one point, but then but also it just makes me look like a little bit of a jerk. I have to.
Roy didn't say that Brett knew.
What I'm just, and Todd's like gonna kill a lot of people apparently because of it. But what I'm saying is, I think we're all coming into our own a little bit, and we're all going to have to help each other come into our own space.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope what you have to do doesn't tear us apart before we have to put ourselves back together again.
No, I don't think it will. And no matter what it is, I will always be back. No matter what it is, you guys are my family. But I just need to figure out a piece of myself.
Absolutely. But just know we're here for whatever you need to do.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Would it have killed Victor to summon the poop? Would it have killed him?
I know. He just doesn't.
It's like, it was so for our fun. We're clapping.
Exactly. He just doesn't play.
He just doesn't want to play.
Just doesn't. We were dancing with the goblins. He's doing sword stuff.
It's fine. We'll get him. We'll get him. Maybe that's the hard thing. We have to open up his heart.
Yeah, maybe that's.
Ares has transitioned to Dirty Little Secret by All American Ninjas. Let me know that I've done wrong. As
all Joe American rejects.
as they start to, I like a dwarven band. That's a cool image. The best drums. you continue this conversation, and we flash back for a moment, back to the prison, Keldemer. And as you're all continuing on this journey, we see a very similar setup to when Victor was brought into the visitation room where Rory was sitting. Rory is sitting in the same position, sitting there seemingly waiting, and you start to hear some fanfare as Lesrafisk walks in, and he goes, "Look alive, 3393. Lady Estelar is on the grounds and wanted to see you."
I don't imagine I have a choice, so okay.
No, I don't imagine any of us have much choice.
I am at her disposal.
What a choice of words. And he steps out for a moment, and Valora Estelar walks in a moment later, takes a seat across from you. Aurorian. Welcome home. Apologies, it was not a hero's welcome. We simply presumed you were dead.
What a disappointment to find out I'm alive, I imagine.
Don't talk to me about disappointments. Talk to me instead about your friends. How close to them do you feel? Has any time with me and my family taught you anything about advantageous loyalty? Anything about things that may benefit you?
Oh yes, I have learned many lessons from my time in your family's household.
Very well. Well, then I will be frank. If you were willing to give the custody of your friends over to me directly and allow some experimentation on them and their equipment, anything else they have with them, I would be willing to grant you some grace and leniency when you could leave this prison. You could come back to the capital. You could go wherever you like, actually, since you're emancipated now and all. But we would send you with a good little nest egg, get you started. Do whatever you like in this new world. Do you need some time to think it over? I know you like to think things through and analyze them.
I do. That has not changed. But I don't need time. I can see that you haven't changed. That things, well, you've aged poorly.
Oh!
But inside, you're still Valora. I'm enjoying my retirement from the Estelar name. I think I'll stay in prison.
Well, I see you got your bastardly wit from Derek's, regardless of whether you're our child or not. But I appreciate the honesty, Aurorian.
Rory.
Very well. I shall leave you here then. Is there anything else that you thought relevant to tell me? Anything that you neglected to mention for
Yeah.
gallivanting off into another realm?
Well, I will grant you this. Look out.
For what?
The only thing I have to do in here is think and plan. And I know you better than most. Enjoy it while you can. Because I'm going to tear it down brick by brick with brick. And the rest of my friends.
Damn.
She tenses a little. You could see her kind of snap away a similar reaction to the age comment. But she steels herself and looks at you, nods slightly, blinks a little bit. Very well. I shall indulge my time. Hopefully there is something left for you and your friends by the time I'm done. So I hope you think fast, my dear boy. I hope you don't get paralyzed by your choices. You will have to make some difficult ones soon enough.
I think he just lets her have the last word.
And she stands to emphasize the point. Enjoy prison. You see her knock on the door. The door opens for her and she leaves. You're left alone in this moment. I imagine that the conversation happens about a month into your time here. What do you think that Rory does following in the immediate of that conversation? Is that where things sort of change for him, or where is Rory's mindset now?
I think he begins to contemplate he knows that she wouldn't have come if there wasn't something to be gained or if she was afraid of something happening. So he is thinking through all his friends and our abilities and Torch and Starlight and Watch of the Wilds and what is inside Todd and Shadows and Haunted Child and all of these pieces, and is just, he starts to think about all of the threads that either could be happening outside that she might be afraid of or that she might be trying to turn to her advantage. And he spends a lot of time playing chess with himself, of just like, if this was the case, then this, then if this, then that, and hoping that it's enough when he can actually see the board.
Excellent. Is there anything that specifically, because we didn't specify it before, but I think we talked a little bit about it when we were catching up in between seasons. Was there anything specifically that you would be researching? I know the prison library would probably be a little bit limited, but it also kind of has the benefit of this is like the prison where everybody that is meant to be forgotten goes. So you're kind of overlooked. So there's a little bit of lack of oversight.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if I've got so many notes and plans.
If you think of something, we can cut back if you need a moment. But
I will. Oh, there's that's Prison Worlds. I mean, I think he definitely wanted to continue to look into Victor's past. I mean, he has a whole bunch of stuff for Alistair. And investigating the Shadow Sworn for Marlon is also on my notes. And basically, yeah, just what the pieces of his friends' histories that remain shrouded.
You do find one thing researching the Shadow Sworn. It's a loose connection. I don't know how, I actually don't know how conspiracy-minded Rory would be, like, necessarily.
I think nowadays is getting more and more.
Now,
Yeah.
probably
Yeah,
initially he was
it's,
much more skeptical.
Yeah, yeah. Something about being led into the Feywild and then giving up the ability to sleep and then
Yeah.
losing 8 years.
I think there's something that
Totally chill.
yeah, there's something that perks your ears as you come across it. But there is kind of margin notes in these other books that are researching other things, and some of them are basically based on teachings from the various temples. And it's something that we mentioned in Marlin and Master Larkspur scene, which is that, you know, the temples are a martial form that unify mind, body, and soul, so that those three things work in unison. But there are forces that are outside of you, but are still part of you. And these are various things. I was going to say echoes, and that's literally one of them. So it's various echoes of yourself that exist sort of in reality and sort of not. They're sort of these liminal existences of yourself. And you find something called Prismata Scientia. And what it seems to be is essentially like a scientific thesis about unifying in addition to those three things, unifying the other things.
The echoes.
Echoes, liminal existences, whatever those may be.
To each other or to the mind, body, and soul?
To the mind, body, and soul, essentially reuniting all those parts. The basic theory that you find is the understanding that as a mortal, not immortals, mortal, the mortality is gained by splitting away certain parts of your existences.
And so the idea that immortality is gained by unifying.
Possibly.
Possible.
Yes, possibly. Or that it would at least get you, you know, one step closer to it or something like that. But yeah. So you find that, and it leads you to like a couple of like academic papers from researchers who started to write some of it, but a lot of it is secondhand or third hand, like, oh, we heard about this, or there had been experiments like this in the past, but all of the primary source documents and experimentations are either not available to you or they are not available at all.
I imagine this is like the Andy Dufresne library.
Yes.
Thanks, Andy.
Rory just kept writing letters, and eventually,
If you'd have told me that
all right,
I hope
for all
the
you
ocean is as
Shawshank
blue
kids out there,
as
that's the
it
second
is in my
reference in this show. We're gonna keep them coming.
And I think we sort of leave that passage
Yeah.
of time montage and flashback with you in the library researching these things, taking these notes. We return to the present. You're all continuing walking. Is there any other conversation that you might have?
Victor asks Ares his origin story.
Oh, Ares.
Excuse me. Your origin, please.
Ares.
Order, sir.
Ares.
Tactfully, but you know.
Sure.
What does that look like?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. No, spend a fear for it. Spend a fear for it.
I'll do it. Oh, I'll do it. I'll spend a fear.
Yeah, you gotta earn it. You gotta pay to play.
I gotta see what Victor tactfully is.
So they. I think this is when Marlin and Brick are talking. Victor just kind of walks up to Ares and says,
Tots. Woo!
"So, Ares, Kai said
Victor
something."
Antilles,
Hi. Kai said
the
something.
haunted child.
Yes, thank you.
Sorry.
I was just wondering, since you've kind of been here the past 8 years and stuff, and Kai kind of slightly introduced you to us, I was just wondering, like, what's your story? What brought you along to the internet, and how'd you become a bard?
Oh, well, I've always been a bard. I mean, I guess I guess I could say I've always been a part. I've always been a performer. I grew up, I was an only child, so I was kind of left alone a lot. And I started to go take myself to the theater and watched plays and musicals and performances. And I really liked watching a lot of the one-man shows. And I thought, man, I could do that. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. So I taught myself guitar, taught myself how to do a few different disguises and makeup, and then started doing that. Then I learned that you could go to the Bard College, the Dahlia College of Bards. It's pretty cool. You should go. Well, it's all of them are closed. But when they, maybe in the future, when they reopen, hopefully, you should come visit. I was about to be a professor there.
Oh,
Yeah. And yeah, Dahlia College is set in this waterfall in Illendale. It's behind this waterfall. And it looks like a giant dahlia flower. Anyway, my parents weren't totally cool with it. They didn't like the whole thing, but they didn't really have much say in my life anyway. They were never really around. So I started going to the college, and then I was interning at the Discerning Eye before the Discerning Eye kind of became Valora 24/7. But when she first came in, boy, I mean, Valora's kind of a, I don't know if you've ever, no, I don't even know if Rory's ever told you or anything like that, but I mean, Valora used to be part of a really cool adventuring party towards the end of the Society of Fire War.
oh, I think he might have mentioned that, but in passing. Whose party?
I mean, it was Alistair McAlpine, which I think you guys mentioned before.
That's yeah.
And then I think his business partner, the Grimhold, Sterling Halloway. And then Madam
Landa?
Madam Landa, yes, is Mary Landa. Holy shit, she's the coolest. I hear that the legend is that she could kill a man with just a needle.
I believe that legend.
Yeah. Yeah. Holy crap. And then it was Valora. She was kind of the youngest member of that group. And
Do you know what her abilities were? What her specialty was?
yes, I mean, sort of. It's a little bit, it's a little bit uncertain. They weren't documenting stuff for everything like that, like they are now. But yeah, but she would have been like a kind of a, what do you call him? Like an oath keeper, like an oath taker, you know?
Okay.
I hear she was pretty proficient. And then there was a witch with them, Cyrena Lacosta. And there was another bard with them whom I've met. This is a little goblin guy named Krusk. He's the coolest.
Okay.
Very recently retired from the Dahlia College. And there was a ranger with them as well. Yeah. And I think Valora, and then Mr. Estelar, Derek's Estelar, he was in another adventuring party. And they sort of met on the road, and they fell in love, I guess. I kind of don't feel like
capable of love?
That's what I was gonna say. I kind of don't feel like she is, but I don't know. When people get married, I don't know. But yeah, they got married, and they both retired. But yeah, seemed like things happened in that adventuring party. I don't know. Always sounded like they kind of fell apart.
Interesting. Yeah, that kind of sounds slightly familiar for what we kind of heard from Alistair, I think. But we didn't really go much too into it. I didn't know about those other ones, the other people at their party. Alistair was a little cagey. So was Calloway.
He seems to be a little cagey. Oh, yes, I mean, Mr. Holloway's a mastermind. That's that's probably, as rich as he is, that's probably his best trade, is all the secrets that he probably knows.
Where's Derek's right now? Is he involved in all of this?
And all of this, I mean, I know he's sort of in like an advisory role at one of the Four Eyes. Well, kind of all of the family is, I know Morty's enlisted in the Vigilant Eye. I think Derek's works with Sky Eye. Bellamy was embedded by us and was working alongside Valora. And that's how she was getting some secrets and whatnot, and she was actually responsible for getting your guys' equipment to the safe house and everything like that.
Oh, interesting. Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
For you personally, what were the last 8 years like?
I mean, not great. Yeah, it was a little scary, and then the college closing was kind of peaceful. That was nice. They gave us some time, to send all the students home and everything like that. But it ended up being like a big last-minute emergency reroute. We sent everybody home, and then we sent messages to be like, don't go home. Everybody go to these safe places, and we were trying to mark safer places for magic folk to go. So it's been a little bit busy, and we're a little stretched thin. I know Kai probably mentioned it, but we don't have as much field training as I think the eyes think we do.
Well,
they just sort of see magic as inherently dangerous, regardless of how good you can wield it.
Sure.
Because you can either do the G-sharp chord thing, or you can just do things like this, and he shoots off like this harmless streamer. Like it's not even like you've seen Rory and Brick shoot off like a prestidigitation that looks a little more harmful, and it just like this confetti just falls to the ground.
And from somewhere you hear Todd go, "Wow!"
And Barbie claps.
So, yeah, it's been a little bit tough. I haven't seen my family in these 8 years because we've been kind of underground or on the run. I know a lot of the interns kind of had to give up the same thing. And there's magic folk around who are trying to help as they can. I know the queen, the former queen, she's still doing shit out there to try and, disrupt supply lines and do things like that, but she has to work as much as she can anonymously in the shadows. So it's slow going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think, can I ask you personally?
Sure.
On the whole, do you think that your team would be capable of, I mean, I don't pretend to be asking you to fight a whole war, but I mean, for better or worse, it kind of is asking you to fight a whole war. Do you think your group's capable of it?
Victor turns back and looks at the group, sees Brick and Marlon in the conversation. Rory's off thinking, these two probably just giggling to each other.
Splitting a cinnamon roll at this point.
I mean,
Tossing it in the air, throwing it into each other's mouths.
I'm joking. Thank you.
It gets stuck on the cavern wall for a second.
Well, nods to Brick. I was like, that one is in touch with ancient giants and
as Brick notices you
fire
looking
magic.
at me, I wink. As I'm talking to Marlon, I kind of wink at you.
and he's got an affinity with those little buddies of his. That one, nodding to Marlon, can jump through the shadows, and there's something else there too. Rory's the smartest person I've ever known. Barbie killed a god.
Not killed, unmade.
Unmade a god.
Oh, shit.
Todd's Todd.
I'm just picking my nose and eating a cinnamon roll.
you pick your nose and you go, wow!
How did this raisin get
A
up
streamer
here?
comes out.
Wow!
And fighting a war is what I've been trained to do. And if this one seems like a good one. So, yeah, I think we can.
It's for a lot of people. He looks around after you mentioned each of them, and he goes, they also seem like incredibly good people. And they also seem like people who understand loss. So I think they'll know what they're fighting for. Then maybe that's something that you need to remember the importance of, not just your skills and your abilities, but where people's heads are at is important too. But you're a pretty good leader.
Thank you.
That's what I hear.
I'm trying. Now, how about something a little bit more jaunty on the way?
All right. If I ever leave this world alive. And you continue on, and we're going to hit our first sort of environmental encounter here as you're heading into this space.
They're closing in.
The wall.
They're opening up. They're
It
just staying put.
It starts to feel incredibly hot, and you're starting to feel this like humid heat flow from upwards from the cavern that you're heading down towards. You're kind of heading down this this decline now, going downhill and heading a little bit deeper. And Brick, you would recognize that for powering certain parts of the mineways and also diverting certain parts so that you know we can get to better sources of ore and everything that doors would be mining, they have to reroute lava flows. So as you're heading down in towards this chamber that kind of opens up, you see this low river of flowing magma. Incredibly hot. It is liquid, yes.
With hot magma.
Liquid magma.
Liquid.
The floor is lava.
It is incredibly liquid, incredibly magma, and it is...
Liquid. Incredibly magma.
and it is Dos Equis. It is similar to the bridge, probably about 300, further than the bridge, so about 300 feet across. And it looks like there are some like maintenance ways to get across, like basically like makeshift like rocks were moved into place. But they are not, you know, straight across. They are a little bit like, you know, scattershot across there. Looks like some of them have broken apart and whatnot. But Ares turns to the rest of you. He goes, okay, so first kind of big challenge. We're going across and there, I mean, obviously, besides the obvious, there may be things in the lava.
Things.
Yes.
Living things?
Yes.
Non-living things.
Also, yes.
But alive things.
Yeah.
Are they nice things?
No. Well,
Did you really think they were going to be nice?
I don't
gotta
know.
ask.
Maybe. Let him
Yeah,
finish.
no,
Let him
no,
finish.
you're
Ask
right, you're right,
ourselves
you're
one
right, you're right.
question.
I shouldn't
Is
be
the universe
shouldn't be
friendly?
pessimistic. I shouldn't be pessimistic.
Ares narrows his eyes a bit and goes, well, we don't really evaluate creatures on nice or not nice. Mostly they're hungry.
Mm.
Okay, so not
Cinnamon
you're
rolls?
right.
In that case, I understand.
Are
We're
we
out
close
of
to
cinnamon roll.
roll?
No.
No. I do like the idea that you brought like months worth of cinnamon rolls and they're all ready.
Why is this bag so sticky? Keep the frosting separate and separate.
It's part of it.
I also like the idea of becoming a hardcore GM about inventory, but only about your cinnamon rolls.
Wait, as a Wanderborn, I
Yeah.
can pull anything out of the sack
Yeah,
and I can use it. So I've
Okay.
saved a bunch of cinnamon
Bonus section
rolls.
got real crunchy. Like, real fast.
Yeah, but I've got the Tupperware domain,
Yeah.
so it can
Yeah.
stay longer. It stays
Tupperware
moist.
domain.
Daggerheart is not supposed to have encumbrance, but we pushed it to a point where he had to enforce it.
We will have
they
our sustenance.
they cinnamon rolled too close to the sun and I had to enforce encumbrance.
There's no initiative here, but there is cinnamon roll for initiative.
A rule that no one followed in 5e. Encumbrance, nah. Okay, anyway. Yes, Ares nods at you, Marlin, and says, yeah, the things will mostly be hungry, but, I mean, to be fair, if you fall in the lava, I mean, you probably won't be alive long enough to decide if they're nice or not.
Can Todd use one of his experiences to, when in doubt, scout it out? Can you look around and use, kind of be like, this is a new piece of terrain here. Maybe we can take a look here and see if there's any ideal route?
You absolutely can, and what I'll say is that depending on how well this action roll goes, everyone will gain an automatic D6, essentially an inspiration or advantage in Daggerheart, a D6 that you can use towards the roll specifically of getting across the lava river. And ultimately, whatever roll you end up using to cross it, you have an automatic D6. And I will allow, if this is a successful roll, I will allow it to be stacked. So if you have additional modifiers and ways to add advantage and all of those things, they can stack onto that.
I have a crazy idea. Can we see the other side?
You can see the other side. It's a ways off.
How dark is it on the other side?
I mean,
Are there shadows over there?
Yeah, I mean, presumably, yeah.
Marlin, how far can you shadow step?
It's far. I can do it far. With anything within far range.
So far range is about 100 feet.
Okay, so it's too far.
Yeah.
Because she said it's about 300 feet.
Yeah,
Okay.
200 feet.
Are there any anything hanging from the ceiling?
There's stalactites that are hanging from the ceiling. Some of the rock formations kind of jut out a little bit more, a little uneven and whatnot. It'd be kind of challenging because a lot of it basically are these like fire poles, you know, like it's not a lot of like monkey barring, you know what I mean? They would mostly be vertical, but
would, if I were to, hit these there's stalactites, because stalagmites might hang from the ceiling, but they don't. That's why they're on the ground. That's how I remember.
Oh,
I was always told
that's a good
they,
way to
they
do it.
hold on
Stalagmite,
tight to the
not-
ceiling.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, tight and
honestly,
might.
That makes more logical sense, because I've always remembered they might hang from the ceiling, but they don't. And I've explained that to people straight face, and they've been like, that doesn't make actually any sense. You're correct, but that's insane.
You go both ways to
Yeah,
wind
right.
up where you started. Yeah.
I go
overwrite.
I go stalactites because a T would hang down and stalagmites come up from the ground.
That's really
We can solve this by calling them ceiling spikes and floor spikes. And I don't know why we had to call them such close
Geron, you can, but I know internet comments.
Oh no, I know.
I, as the GM, if I was like ceiling spikes, all the comments would be like, "You mean stalactites? You dumbass!"
Yeah, but 89% of them would be Googling it first and then putting it in the
Of
comments.
course, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody actually knows
Yeah,
what they're
exactly.
I
calling.
know our community well enough to know that the chat has never been active more during a live premiere on this episode than talking about how people remember stalactites and stalagmites. I'm just saying it's.
We'll all get the
Everyone just
mnemonic
look at the
devices.
chat right now.
Yeah.
See, so-
Do people get in stalag fights about it?
Oh wait, what's
Anyway.
The miscellany term.
stalagmite.
I just.
Yeah! Everyone gets a hoe?
But they don't.
All right, let's select fight.
What I'm thinking.
The miscellany term is geothera, I believe. They're
I
called
can-
geothera.
How far up is the ceiling? Would you imagine?
I'll say like 50 to 60 feet.
Okay, we have retconned that I have the Labor's Melody, but we're treating it as a distanced weapon
Sure.
to kind of like cover the spread from a cantrip perspective.
Yeah.
And it's now like an instinct quote unquote spell cast, but it is the melody. If I were to hit some of these stalactites, I'd like have them fall in a way that maybe they would bring down more to build like a platform in the lava that we can kind of just like hit them and like jump across the lava.
You absolutely can.
Okay.
Here's what I'll say. Before you do any of these, before you do any of these other
that
rolls,
doesn't mean we have to do that. I'm
No,
just
no, no.
throwing it at the
but
idea.
but I want to do this because if you want, you will, depending on this success, you will have an additional d6
Okay.
to do on that roll.
Yes,
So
I want to honor that because
yeah,
that's
absolutely.
That's fine. I just thought
Josh,
might
you
as well
put-
use it if I
Todd
got
puts on his Todd's Tots hat.
What does his
It's all
hat
very,
look like?
very. What's that?
What does his Todd's
Yeah,
Tot
what's
hat
the
look like?
logo for
Does
Todd's
he
Tots?
This might be metaphorical, but does he have a Todd's Tot hat?
I don't know if he's got like an actual hat.
Have you
A
ever
vest?
imagined what the logo would look like? What does the logo for Todd's Tots look like? We don't have a canonical one.
It's maybe like a fantastical version of a tater tot with a hat on it and like a thumbs up.
And it has like a wilderness shield.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and like a little sash, and it's like
I was about to offer that up to you, being like, I feel like if you wanted to have a prop for this, having like a merit badge sash with like
Yes.
badges on it
yes.
seems very Todd
Yes.
coded.
I can already feel Bree getting on that and trying that out. Shout out to our character
Yes.
artist, Bree.
Yes.
I meant to do it when everybody did the montage of their characters walking out, but there it is.
And it says off to a great start.
All right. Well, now I'm mad, but I will let you still make this roll.
All right, that's
Take
fair.
a fear. Take
Yeah,
a fear.
take a
Take a fair.
I'll be taking this fear
That's
back.
on us.
Take an eye roll. Do eye rolls count as fear? Yeah. All right.
They count as resentment.
Is resentment. What would I roll with? Specifically, maybe.
I would have to say it is your knowledge roll.
knowledge roll. Okay, so
But you-
-1
Okay, but
Yep.
you add your experience of
Okay.
you add your +2 experience from
for my when in
Scout
doubt,
it
scout
out.
it out. Okay. All right. Oh, hey, crit hit.
Yeah, double
2-2.
Great success.
unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. So you gain a hope. Remember to mark that.
Oh yeah, did you mark one initially? And then-
I to use it, but now I just leave it there because I had to unmark
go.
it. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Excellent.
Okay.
So
Oh my god.
with a crit,
Nice. It was the cinnamon rolls that did it.
yeah,
it's in my
yeah.
belly,
Oh,
and
great,
my
yeah.
brain
No,
was all the sugars.
don't make me resent the cinnamon rolls more. I love cinnamon rolls. So, for
was a
the
cinnamon roll.
crit, in regards to the crit, I will allow everybody. You have a d6 for the initial roll that you will use, however you're doing to cross the river or whatever, and you have an additional d6 to use in this moment at any time. And it can stack with the other one or whatever.
Could we decide after, like if we roll and then it's not high enough, can we be like, I want to add my second D6? Or is it the kind of thing where you have to say, I'm going to use my D6 before you roll?
Rules as written, you would have to declare that you're using them beforehand.
That's what I thought. Just wanted to make sure.
But I will allow in this situation for you to add it if you like.
Great.
In honor of the crit.
So do we want to try this stalactite situation, or do we want to?
it's a good idea. Yeah, I love that
This
idea.
is you said this was like a low lava.
It's
Right?
low,
It's not,
yeah.
yeah, it's not like a
They're all
deep
the same.
river. It's like a more of a it's wide, but
Yeah,
like
It's wide across. You also don't know how deep it is.
okay.
So
okay.
with that crit success, maybe that's what his thing is he's just like, oh, that's a good spot. That's a good
Yeah.
spot. Maybe here.
You kind
maybe
of
here.
point out to Brick
Yeah.
the points to hit that will hopefully not cause a cave in.
And I'm like, Brick, you know caves, like you know like these sort of like maybe the systems here. Like, do you think that like what's a good one to hit?
I also would be fine with marking off a hope point to add stone cutting to this as well.
If you want to do that.
I mean,
you
it
may.
is an attack roll. I don't know if I can add an experience to an attack roll.
You can.
Oh, all right.
Any action roll,
I have
you
to
can
be
add
honest,
your experiences.
when we
Also
train-
reaction rolls and
And reaction rolls, yeah.
When we
yeah, you can
transit-
add whatever.
Oh, you can add to react. Oh,
any
interesting.
duality die thing other than I think
Oh.
like Then yeah, any action, reaction, spell casting.
Any
ability.
2d12 roll you're making, yeah. you would-
Other than I think risk it all.
Huh.
I think, yeah, risk it all. But
I know
obviously,
it sounds silly to say this because we're sponsored, but I do actually love the system. That's cool.
Yeah.
The more I learn about it, the more I'm like, yeah, man. Cool. Then I am going to do that.
yeah. And you have 2d6 advantage to you that you can declare. I've already said you can declare that you want to use it after the roll. I'm going to give you the difficulty now. You're trying to hit some stalactites to cross a lava river and make it fall so that it is successful without a cave-in and hopefully long enough that they are able, that they're crossable
Yeah.
in as safe a manner as possible. I'm going to make the difficulty on this roll a 19.
Okay.
You have your d6s and you're adding a +2 from that experience.
Oh, 2 5s, baby! Oh man, I will say, man, the crit system, it does actually. I'm like, I rolled a 5, and then it was like, that's not great, but it does add a little bit of hope into a low roll. I'm like, well, like it could be, huh?
Also take your hope.
Yeah, take your hope back.
Oh,
And clear stress.
And clear stress.
And clear
I didn't
stress.
have none of that. Man. I'm
We're just saying it so we remember later when we're stressed
Negative
out.
stress.
Just
Negative
a
stress, baby.
quick like sidebar question.
Yes,
Why
absolutely.
wouldn't you use the d6s at the beginning? Is there like a
What do you
why
mean?
would like because you have them? They're not like they don't like carry over.
Right.
Right. Like why wouldn't you just use them?
You would just use them, and normally what I explained to Amanda is that normally you would have to declare that you're using them right away. So yeah, so you probably would just use them anyway. In this case, I am allowing you to use them after the fact, so it's worth it to roll and then see if you can save them for something like if you had
Like
to do
fighting a lava monster.
Yeah, like if you exactly like if you had had to do
They do carry to. Like,
they would
if
carry
we're in
over
this scene.
Yes, in
Yeah.
this
Okay,
scene,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
exactly.
okay.
So if there was
It's
something,
not just this moment.
yeah,
Okay,
but
okay.
now we're done with this scene.
Does that make sense?
You just did it?
So Brick,
Just this moment, we would do.
Jay Schmidt, describe to me this incredible. I imagine it's not just a hammer hitting a bunch of rocks. I imagine there's some magic involved. Please describe to me this critically successful play to cross this lava river.
Well, I think Todd's at the edge of the lava river,
Yeah.
and he like Brick like comes up beside him, and they're like pointing it out and figuring it out, and all the while, Starlight is she is like constructing a circle in like the dust to the left of Brick, and then Brick's like, okay, it's that one, and he's holding his hammer kind of like this, and like kind of like edging it in such a way, and finally when they figure it out, Brick is like, pull! And Starlight, she basically like takes whatever she was digging up, throws it up. Brick or Torch heats it as it's on its way up, and Brick just bats like a molten boulder
And just clean across this rock ceiling. And a moment later, dust settles. The magma kind of splashes up a little bit, but as it clears, you have a very clear bridge all the way across.
Nice work, guys.
that actually works.
All the way across. So you
And
can...
I turn to Brick and say,
Stalactites might create a bridge.
that was really good, dude. Well done. And we both get 3 hope.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Soldiers
Oh, and actually, I said nice work, guys. So you also get 3 health.
You also do too because you.
I don't need any. I'm
Oh, you
stocked
did.
up.
I'm also now stocked. BT dubs.
That is giving me a framing. That just hit me like in my personal heart. I was like, that kind of encouragement gives me 3 hope.
It gives me Jay 3 hope.
Oh,
Very therapeutic.
Yeah.
Very therapeutic, this
sometimes I
game.
just need to be told, hey, you're doing a great job.
You did a great job.
Sometimes.
You all cross very carefully and safely. Some of the some of the rock formations fall at varying heights. So there is a little bit of parkouring involved. You have to climb onto the first one and then drop down onto the second one. A couple of them a few times as you are crossing, just depending on the order. At several points, some people land on one of the rock formations and they break and start to fall over, and another one of you reaches behind, grabs you, saves you, pulls you up onto the next one. You all reorganize, regroup, keep your weight just evenly distributed and everything like that. And Ares is playing a song quietly as you're all crossing. Ares crosses last, and you all make it across. At some point, about halfway across the lava river, if some of you deign to look down and at least just see if you can catch some of these lava piranhas that you now do not have to fight, they are kind of chomping a little bit, and you can see like their eyes light up with some of the magma that surrounds them, and you could see them hitting like the rock wall as they and then you see them like back up and then like and then you get, because they're made of lava, so they can chew through the rock eventually, but it takes them a little bit of time. And you all are on the other side.
Can I offer you the song Ares is singing?
Yeah.
I want to use these abilities.
And
Do less well.
making a DM rip up notes feels so good. Ooh, that's a core memory. But Ares is singing, "Brick built this bridges, brick built this bridges with
Rocks and rocks."
Rocks and crit rolls.
You all continue on. If there's any conversations, probably for this and probably into our next episode, if there's any sort of scenes or conversations you want to cut away to, please don't hesitate. Just go ahead and call for it. But if not, then I will continue into, you are all heading further down. It starts to even out a little bit again, and you are continuing on, and eventually a kind of welcoming sight. Brick, you see kind of one of those, it's kind of a, like one of the like electric car charging stations almost, or like a rest area, and you could see a bunch of mine carts like at their beginning positions before heading down into the deep, into the digging deep where active ore sites would be. You could see on the wall like a little like pit stop sign in dwarven runes, and it is marked with a couple, not your clan, but a couple of the other clans, especially some of the underground ones. They still mostly live underground, and they have various like markings and sayings like the mileage to the next rest stop and the directions that each of the respective carts would be going on into. Like they split off from here off into various places in the Velum Terra. And yeah, you see a couple of other things here, like it looks like old supplies, long abandoned. There looks like a couple of lanterns and like hard hat lantern lights, but it looks like they've been kind of a little bit rusted over and whatnot. And you can see one like even the arcane light is like flickering just a little bit, but is mostly dead. But what would you all like to do?
Bob and Barbie.
Bob and Barbie.
Todd and Barbie. Todd and Barbie, go jump in.
Yeah,
We were both like, very excited.
We're like,
jumped
we
in
both
go-kart.
saw those mine carts and we're like, time for a
Game
ride.
on. Here we go.
You can
We're like kids at amusement parks who see the ride, and we like run up to the ride and we wait for the rest of our crew. Like
you could fit two to a cart, and so Todd and Barbie jump into one.
Okay, but you don't start going immediately?
I don't think so. I mean,
I
we
think-
just
oh,
jump
I
in.
think
You scared? I was like,
I think it was just like we get in and we're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That would be pretty
okay.
great if we're just like,
Starts to roll. No.
oh my
That's what I was
god.
thinking. I was like, oh my god,
What do we do? We gotta go. Wait. Yeah, I guess they don't realize that they like. At least I don't realize that like it could potentially start rolling.
Right.
But we do jump in,
Just
so
to be
whatever.
ready
yeah.
to go.
Yeah.
It lurches forward a bit. The thing you will have to do is there is like an old arcane switchboard that you will have to finagle with a little bit. Since it's 2 to a cart, you're all heading in the same direction. You can't just get onto where the carts are at present and go. You'll end up going in 3 different directions. There's about 5 tracks here that you can head off on. But basically, you'll all have to take some time to move a couple of the carts and move
on
some
the
of the
same
switches
track.
around so that 3 carts are going in one direction. And Ares points out which direction it should be. And it's actually not the one that Todd and Barbie are sitting in, so he sort of whispers, you're gonna have to get them out.
Are some of us small enough that like one car could have 3? Because we have Aries as well. So, or is there? Do we need to move 4 total?
Oh,
Somebody
yeah, you
solo?
could probably squeeze 3 into one of the cars. Yeah. Ares is pretty small.
Probably with us.
You guys
Absolutely.
ready? Let's go.
Just as like an unspoken moment, but
Yeah.
Brick seeing all of this dwarven stuff,
Yeah.
he becomes very aware of the sending stone in his bag,
Mm.
and he chooses not to use it. But he is very aware that it's there, and he is too afraid to call.
And actually, kind of as you're thinking of that, you see like one of the small runic etchings on the sign, this large sign that you see. You see a very traditional dwarven blessing, and it says "Dier Luthacht kan dier fieren," which is everyone has a place because everyone belongs.
Oh, that made me cry. Whew, that's nice. I like that.
So you see that blessing, think of your family. And I think, obviously Brick's a smart guy as well. There's a moment that you have of like, you don't want to get your hopes up, but you are heading closer towards home.
Yeah.
With that, I'm not going to speak for Brick, but after you take that moment, if you want, you can start finagling to get ready to leave.
All right, let's do this thing.
Ares points to which track you're most likely using, and I'm assuming the strong folks amongst you will help move the carts into the proper positions.
Yeah, we hop out. And
Yeah.
I hop out and- we're like doing it like too fast. We're like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Not lifting properly, or just like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I
You're
roll for
throwing
hernia.
the carts
Yeah, exactly.
across.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So yeah, I think I guess Brick and Victor in the front one, and then our smaller folk in the middle one with Ares, and then the barbarians in the back.
Also-
We're squeezed in.
Yeah, we're like really tight. But is there ahead? Like, how far ahead can we see? Do we need to like look on the track for any debris or like accoutrement ahead of us?
It will be dark, so if there is some means that somebody comes up with to kind of light the way, that will be helpful.
Should I be in front because I can see?
Oh, okay.
That might be
Oh,
good.
that's-
Might be helpful.
So
Yeah.
maybe I'll get in front with Victor or Brick.
And
Sure.
you also, if there is something on the, I would imagine, would have the ability to get in and out of that mine car in a way that could be.
Well, if we're moving,
I mean, he could jump ahead, take the thing off.
How fast are
jump
these
back
things
in.
gonna be, Brick?
And also,
we don't
are we moving through
Pretty
magical
fast.
means? Or are we moving through actual practical mechanical means in terms of speed and
It's a mix
propulsion?
of both. It's a mix of both. It's momentum will carry you on the downhills essentially, and then on the uphills where there would normally be like roller coaster mechanisms to pull you up, it's like arcane locks engage and like pull you forward, pull you out of tight turns. The arcane mechanisms also, like, as best it can, obviously, keep you, like, when you're taking like a sharp hairpin turn, it pulls you back to keep you stabilized.
Right.
But-
first things first. Helmets, everybody. Helmets.
You all grab some of the rusty
Safety
helmets.
first.
Yep.
Good call.
We're double checking the brakes on all of these devices. Please and thank you. And he runs through the protocol of checking the brakes.
All of them look good.
I put a hat on. Great sword, the axe.
Do we have any light sources on these helmets?
Some of them do. They're a little bit dim, and some of them are broken completely. So,
how many of them are broken?
I would say there's enough for all of you. I'd say about half. So
I will take one of the broken ones, and Torch will live in the broken light.
Oh, there you go. Yes, Rory?
I was just say, otherwise, I can prestidigitate to repair small objects. So I can
you can also
make
do
minor repairs and also some illumination.
Oh, sure. I'll allow you to fix all the broken ones. You can keep the broken one broken so the torch can stay in there, but the other ones you can repair, absolutely.
I think I should be in the front. If we're going to have to clear debris, I can do that.
Okay, then I think, perhaps if Rory can illuminate things, I think maybe you and Rory should go. And then I will go with the G-Shop man.
Okay.
And Marlon, and then the barbarians will hold up the rear. And I don't mean this is but this is mostly to make sure you guys, utilize your brakes properly.
Brakes?
That's exactly my point, Todd.
We cut to everybody screaming on the
yeah, we're having a great time.
break.
Don't get me wrong.
Hands and arms inside the cart.
I love your enthusiasm. It is infectious. However,
Oh, all right. I hear
so
ya.
for me to clarify, front car is Victor and
Rory.
Okay, and middle car is Brick,
Marlon, and
Brick,
Ares.
Marlon,
We're gonna do
Ares.
another odd jobs with these pairings. Just split off and go.
Oh,
And then
yeah,
and
yes,
then
it is.
the Guardians are in the rear, Todd and Barbie.
Bringing up the butt.
Yeah.
I hate when people
the
bring up the butt.
caboose
Bringing up my butt.
Stop talking about my butt.
It's just so good.
But someone's got to do it.
No. I have a cute butt. Everybody.
That booty is indeed absurd.
Okay, very well. You all push off. You basically, Brick, you set this timer on the arcane switchboard. It's like once you're all loaded up, it knows to engage and take off. And so you get in the carts. Everybody turns on their little arcane lights. Rory, what does the prestidigitation look like as you illuminate all these, as everybody's sitting in the cars?
The prestidigitation. Oh, I gotta decide what new stuff looks like. I have some of it, but I didn't think about prestidigitation. It looks like a little glowing ball of yarn. So it has kind of like embryos. So it's got like some depth to it. It's not one solid light. It's like a ball of yarn that is with its own sort of inner light.
Incredible. I love that. And these
Barbie
little
cooks it a little bit.
these little yarn balls whip into the broken lights and illuminate.
That's God, dude.
Sorry.
This like Daggerheart looks good on Rory, man. It's good.
You all, the carts start to, and the first like downhill turn sends you all careening down. You can feel this rush of air as the darkness overtakes everything but your lights. These lights become like searchlight beams in the darkness. And you're moving, you can see like the shot, I imagine, is like in the darkness and these beams of light just hitting various points of rock and stalactites. And they are, the cavern below you, below these tracks is, the depths are almost infinite. And even pointing your lights down, like leaning kind of over the side of the car. Ares is definitely doing that. Ares is like leaning, whoa! And looking down, you can't even see the bottom of where these caves are. And
Todd's just yelling because he's in the very, very back.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He's like looking out the back, so he's just yelling things like echo, 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 and like like.
and you can't
down
hear,
stuff.
you're moving so fast at this point that you can't hear the echoes reverberate back to you. So you're going, echo, echo! And they're like way behind
Just
you.
way behind us.
And you are twisting and turning and going through all of these various points, and you can feel like a couple of moments where they climb and you feel those arcane locks engage, pull you uphill, bring you down, and you're heading down. They do that absurd thing where you're coming down from the big descent and then immediately turn left for some reason. There's a couple of corkscrews for some reason. The dwarves, listen, on the way to work, you gotta have a little fun. So they are, and then at some point they like straighten out to a little bit more serious, and you can start to see where some of the old sites were on the way. So you could see like this one has been like closed, and you could see like the dwarven runes for like this tunnel has been mined completely. This one is unstable, so we're not returning to this one. Various other things. This one was, you can see the ones that were used for like sleeping quarters. So instead of coming all the way back or heading all the way out or something else, some of the caves were just dug out so that people could essentially sleep. You know, when like people have to like camp out on the sides of mountains, psychopaths, they can do that. So they do something similar here in the mineways.
The interesting thing about Brick's relationship to this is that Brick is actually Ridgeborn and not like he was not really like, he didn't live under mountain really.
Not underborn, yeah.
And so like God, the amount of times that I start describing things and I'm like, this is you, dude. It's like he's not really like, it's like him going to New York City for the first time. He's like not really from here, but he's just like but he, you know, he's a dwarf, so it's like he's at home.
Yes.
But also even he's like, this is pretty cool. Like, this is neat.
Yeah. You see the old dwarven Chinatown.
Yeah. But like honestly, like I feel like just from
top of the rock. Cool. I'll take my hope.
Take a hope.
But I feel like if we're placing the camera somewhere, like I'm sure we're all doing awesome stuff, but I feel like this whole sequence is just Barbie and Todd. Like
it pans around like a oneer, like it goes to all of you and has individual reactions, individual moments with each of the cars, like a little vignette, but it does keep circling back to Todd and Barbie, and each time they are in completely different positions. Like initially it started with Todd facing behind and Barbie just like, I imagine like Barbie.
Eventually I'm on his shoulders.
Yeah. Like George Washington on the Delaware, you know.
Dude, as every time it cuts back, it's the photo op on part of the ride, so it's a still photo.
Like we're like crying, we're like stone faced.
For those that are interested in the fan art section of the Discord, the ride photographs of this.
But I'm curious to see what everyone else's reactions are as this is happening.
Yeah,
too.
how's everybody else feeling? It's thrilling, it's exciting, and it feels like a controlled chaos. Like there are moments where you feel like you're careening off of the tracks, and then you feel the arcane locks pull you back on. What's everybody else at? What is everybody else doing in this one shot as we pan across all three cars?
Well, in the front, I think Rory is probably, since Rory is shorter, is probably in front of Victor. So and you can see probably better in the situation than I can, right? Yeah. But Victor is behind him with his left hand on the front of the thing, and his right hand is glowing as he's got a missile locked and ready. So you see kind of like with Brick's meteors. We have like a little, I guess, white orb floating around his hand, ready to fire at any time. And there's a small smile on Victor's face as he is having fun, but it is very small.
Is he like actually having a lot of fun inside, or is he just not showing it, or is he like, this is fun?
They said there was debris. My eyes are ready to be able to clear the debris from everyone behind me, but there is a small like, going fast is kind of fun because I like to go fast when I run. Oh, this is kind of fun. But I need to make sure everyone's okay. Yeah, little car go fast.
Little car go fast.
Little car go fast.
Little car.
Hoo-dee-hoo.
It is minorly thrilling for Victor.
That's his thrill threshold. It's a minor thrill.
There it is.
Nice. Look, Daggerheart.
We're doing it. We're starting to believe.
Our new goal is to get him to severe thrill.
Ares is playing Born to Run. And anybody else? Anybody
Are the
wanna
tracks
describe
relatively clear? Or are we like they're in good
They
condition?
seem to be clear. I will say periodically you do have to clear what look like, since you're in the front car too, you do have to clear what look like spider webs that have formed. and when you cut through them, it does feel like it's that soft, like cobwebby sort of situation. And what happened? What happened over there?
Nothing.
You okay?
Just
Duran just very quietly went, "Oh no."
just dread. Just dread.
Just dread.
No. They're fine. He cleared them out.
Yeah, sure.
He cleared them. The other, yeah, it's mostly that there isn't any rubble or anything like that seems to be like falling or anything. It seems to be relatively clear. A couple of times you do, and it's up to Victor, but I think like pretty early on, there's a couple of things that have landed on the track. And they just don't, there's not a means of having them cleared, but the carts seem to hit them and be fine. Like it doesn't seem to hinder the cars at all. But they are relatively low, so you don't know if it like if you hit something bigger, it might disengage the car completely.
Sure.
But anything else? Any other reactions? I kind of like this description of the whole oneer. That's kind of fun. But if nobody else,
I think I'm just tense.
Yeah.
I'm just tense and thinking about like what it is that I'm gonna have to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just tense, I think.
Incredible. As you're having that tense moment, I feel like we have this, like the oneer settles on Marlin for a moment, and you're having that tense like moment of breathing and listening to your breath, kind of centering in, focusing, and you're hearing your heartbeat like and that starts to transition, and you're hearing a familiar and then you start to hear off in the distance, and you can start to see like smaller mine cars, like rails that are accompanying you. You kind of see these for the first time. It looks like they are like the supply cars, basically. So instead of these are for people and passengers, but the smaller cars are for like actual things that are mined to take them out. And they kind of mirror the movement of these various tracks. And along those smaller tracks, you suddenly start to hear cars approaching on those, and you hear and you just hear as some goblins start to attack, and they appear, and you see these torches fly up. But we're going to start that chase mechanic at the start of our next episode.
My car chase!
So we will see you next time on Bonus Action. Join us here next time. Good night, Wild Country.